What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wages Zone podcast, and we are here for another MMA event breakdown, guys. This is going to be LFA 195. So I'm very excited for this card, guys. There's a lot of low-level fights on this card. It's not one of the cards that we're watching out for a lot of prospects that we think are going to be going to the UFC one day. But it's going to be some fights, guys. You know, we're here to watch some fights. We all love some fights. If you guys are here watching this video, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the video, guys. I do all different types of videos. I do MMA, I do soccer, I do NFL, I do NBA. So come back all the time just to make some more money, guys. This is LFA 195, so hopefully we cash out. Like I said, there's not that many high-level fights on this card, but we're here to watch some fights. We're here to make some money. So let's get right into this first fight of the night, guys. It's going to be Kanan taking on Isaiah Torres, guys, and I'm going to be taking the underdog in Isaiah Torres. I think this is going to be a very competitive fight, and I don't understand why Isaiah Torres is the underdog. I think Kanan Davis, he's going to come out there try to land some strikes, some heavy strikes, but he's not going to be able to land on Isaiah. Isaiah's going to end up being able to move his head because he has great head movement. Then he's going to end up getting a takedown, in my opinion, and just grinding this fight out on the floor. I think Isaiah Torres is going to be the better striker overall because he has great head movement and a great jab. And also, if he wants to take this fight to the floor, I don't think Kanan Davis can stop a takedown at all. So Isaiah Davis is a live underdog to me, in my opinion. I'm going to be taking him on the money line because I don't understand why he's an underdog. In my opinion, when I first looked at this fight, I thought he was going to be a favorite. I thought he was going to be like a minus 150, minus 160 favorite. But hey, they're giving me underdog money on a guy that I think should be the favorite. I'm going to take it. So give me Isaiah Torres for the first bet of the day, guys. Into this next fight of the night, guys, it's going to be Kendrick McIntyre taking on Marina Montero, and this is going to be a very competitive fight. A lot of people are very high on Kendrick McIntyre just because of the gym she trains out of. She trains out of Elevation, and a lot of people think she's going to make the UFC one day. Honestly, I don't think she's that good. I don't think she's, maybe if she does make the UFC one day, she gets dropped right away, or she gets a contender series fight and she loses, but I just don't think she's that good enough to make the UFC. And Marina Montero, she's a very good grappler. She has decent striking, and she's just an all-around good fighter. Kendrick McIntyre is a good fighter as well, so like I said, I think it's going to be a very competitive fight. I think this fight's going to come down to is the Marina can take Kendrick down, and if she can't take Kendrick down, she's going to get pieced up from the outside, get some head kicks, and get some body kicks landed on her, and if Marina takes Kendrick down, I think this fight is live for a submission victory. But the most likely outcome is Kendrick staying on the outside and piecing her up and letting the shots on the outside just to win a decision. And also Marina, the most likely outcome for her is just grinding out on top. But a lot of people are on the submission prop, but I don't think that she's going to submit her at all. I think the only way Marina wins this fight, she grinds out on top, takes her down over and over again, and just ends up just staying on top the whole entire fight. So the bet I'm going to be making in this fight, guys, is going to be the first leg of a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to be taking the over 2.5. I do think this fight goes to decision. I do think Kendrick's going to win this fight, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, Marina Montero is a live underdog, so you guys want to take that underdog shot, she is a live underdog. I do think this fight's going to go to this decision, and you guys know how these women MMA fights go to the decision. It always seems to be a split decision. So if you guys want to have the underdog, I don't blame you guys, but I'm thinking Kendrick McIntyre to win this fight. But the bet I'm making, and it's going to be the first leg of the 3-leg parlay, is going to be Kendrick. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be the over. This next fight's going to be Micah taking on Calvert. And honestly, guys, this is going to be the most competitive fight in the whole entire night. I went back and forth on who I was going to pick between Micah and Calvert. I was going to be on the Micah side, but guys, I switched up. I'm going to be taking Calvert. I think Calvert's going to end up taking him down and getting a submission victory. I'm not going to be putting too much money on this fight because I'm not that confident in it. So it's going to be one of my smaller wagers, but it's going to be a fight where Micah's going to try to keep the fight standing up and Eric's going to take the fight down. I think that Micah has decent takedown defense, but Calvert is so technical with his takedowns, and he pushes a lot of pressure. And I do think he's going to end up getting this fight to the floor. If he gets this fight to the floor, guys, Micah's going to be in very bad trouble because he's not going to be able to stop a lot of the onslaught that comes up from on top. All the submissions that are going to be going at him, all the ground and pounds are going to be going at him. So I just think Micah is the favorite, and a lot of people are on him. I just think Calvert is just a live underdog. I think he's going to come in there and take him down to the floor, possibly get a submission victory or just grind out a decision victory, guys. So for this fight, guys, it's going to be the most competitive fight of the night. So like I said, I went back and forth on it all day, but I'm going to be taking Calvert on the money. This next fight is going to be Harris-Toludzik taking on Olivio Borgeskis. I don't know how to say his last name, but we're going to be taking Harris-Toludzik, guys. I think Harris is going to go out there and end up getting the knockout. This guy has very good striking. He hits very hard, and Olivio doesn't move his head at all. I think his head is very still. He keeps it right down the middle. He throws punches and tries to bang out with you, and then he shoots a takedown sometimes, but his takedowns are just not all the way there. I just think he's going to be able to get knocked out in probably the first rounds. I don't think he moves his head enough for a guy in Harris-Toludzik. Harris-Toludzik, like I said, he has a very good straight right hand. stand. He has great striking. He has good takedown defense, and he hits very hard. So I think it has knockout written all over for Harris. So this is going to be the second leg of that parlay I'm going to be adding with the over 2.5 in the women's fight, guys. But I just do believe that he's going to end up getting the knockout. He's a minus 1,200 favorite, so everyone else seems to believe he's going to be getting this knockout because, like I said, Oliveira does not move his head at all, and he's probably going to end up getting cracked and then going to sleep, in my opinion. So this is going to be the second leg of that parlay, guys. All right, guys, this is going to be the third leg of that parlay. It's going to be Ashley Dean taking on Melissa Codin. And we're going to be taking Melissa Codin, guys. She is probably the best women's fighter out of Canada in the regional scenes right now. And for some reason, these Canadian men fighters haven't been coming to the UFC and doing very great. But these women fighters that come to the UFC from Canada, like, what's her name? Judavicius. I can't remember her first name. Oh, Jasmine Judavicius. She's one of the best girls in the division. And now this is another girl, Melissa Codin, that's coming out of Canada. She's the number 1 ranked girl out of Canada, and she's another girl where I think just like Judavicius is going to have a good UFC career. I know in the beginning of the video I said I don't think anyone's going to be making the UFC or have the UFC skill, but if anyone in this whole card is going to be able to make the UFC, guys, it's going to be Melissa Codin. She's the best girl out of Canada. I don't know, Canada doesn't produce the best fighters, but like I said, she's number 1 ranked out of there. And just finding a girl in Ashley Dean that shouldn't even be fighting anymore, guys. This girl, Ashley Dean, she is, nickname is Cookie, but she's starting to crumble like a cookie. Like, she's starting to fold. Her body is starting to give up on her. She's lost a lot of fights in her last 5 fights. She's like 4-1. Or like 1-4 or 1-3 in her last 4 fights. She's just not there all the way. Her skills are not there all the way. Now, I just think this is going to be a gimme matchup that LFA is giving to Melissa Codin because I think they're giving her cans right now because they do want to see this girl in the UFC. So, give me Melissa Codin as a third leg of that parlay, guys. I think she wins a decision victory, but also she could get a finish because I think she's just a way better fighter than Ashley Dean. So, yeah, guys, give me Melissa Codin in this. Guys, this next fight is going to be Josiah Reyes taking on Kevin Fernandez, and you see his nickname, the Silver City Strangler. It sounds like a serial killer more than a fighter. Like, bro, like you have a serial killer's name. But yeah, Kevin Fernandez, I think I'm going to be taking him in this fight. He has very good striking. He has good jiu-jitsu. I think he's one of these fighters that's starting to put everything together. If he just gets some takedown defense, because I know he has good jiu-jitsu, he has good striking in his head, but he has takedowns himself, but when I see someone push him up against the fence, he ends up getting takedown himself. But if Kevin Fernandez just fixes his takedown defense, this kid could be going a long way, guys. I honestly don't think he's UFC level right now, but like I said, if he fixes his takedown defense, he will be UFC level, and he will be there one day. So I'm going to be taking Kevin Fernandez in the money line in this one, guys. I think he is a good play. He's a minus 200 favorite at the moment, but honestly, guys, I think he's going to win this fight. So I'm going to be taking Kevin Fernandez on the money line. I don't care. He's a minus 200 favorite. I think he's way better than Josiah Reyes. I think he's going to go out here and end up knocking him out or getting a submission victory. So give me Kevin Fernandez on the money. All right, guys, getting to this next fight, guys. It's going to be the main event. It's going to be Justin Wetzel taking on Usmanov. And honestly, guys, I did say I was going to be taking the Fernandez money line and making the AJ Fletcher a parlay with this one. But honestly, guys, I'm taking the AJ Fletcher, the over 2.5. I'm parlaying it with Fernandez. I'm going to be taking the money line in this fight because I'm less confident in this one. But let me just switch that up. Always check the description so you guys get my bets so you guys don't get confused here. But let me tell you guys right now, Fernandez is going to be parlayed with the over 2.5 in the AJ Fletcher fight. That's going to be my bet, guys. A 2-leg parlay there. And I'm going to be taking the money line on this fight, guys. The main event, I'm not that confident in it, so it's going to be a smaller wager. But I'm going to be taking Justin Wetzell, guys. Usmanov is a guy that likes to strike. He's not one of these Russian-type fighters that like to take you down over and over again. He's a striker. And Justin Wetzel is going to be the guy that's going to be striking with him. And honestly, if anyone's going to take anybody down, it's going to be Justin Wetzel. And I think Justin Wetzel is just an all-around better MMA fighter than him. I think he can take him down. I think he can grind him out. But if he just ends up striking with him, Usmanov is honestly a live underdog if he just decides to strike. But I don't think Justin is that dumb, guys, that sit there and strike with him. I think Justin's going to mix in some takedowns, hold him down to the floor, land some ground and pound, and just grind him out for the whole 3 rounds, guys, and win this fight. I'm going to be taking Justin Wetzel on the money line, guys. He is a minus 220 favorite, but I don't care. I'm just going to be taking it. It's going to be a small wager on it, but it's going to be something just more because I want something on the main event, guys. I was going to take the live underdog, but there's no reason for... I don't want to bet on someone that I don't even think is going to win the fight, even though I think they're live. But give me Justin Wetzel as the play for this one, guys. It's the main event of the night, and I think he's just a better wrestler and a better all-around fighter than all-around MMA fighter that he can get this fight to the floor and just not strike it. So give me Justin Wetzel in this one, guys, for the last bet of the day. And all right, guys, that is it for today's video for the LFA 195. Like I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe. I do all different types of sports here, guys. I do MMA, I do NBA, I do NFL, I do soccer. I'm here every single day. So don't forget to subscribe so you can come back and try to get some good picks and make some money, guys. And I'm out of here, guys.